welcome back to the Citizens channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. On our regular things, the match day programme, watch the away version where we rate them. So yes, we've got a table going in this one, and today we're going to have a look at these gentlemen. Great cover. I'll tell you about the bloke on the front in a little while. Fantastic Wolverhampton Wanderers, of course, against City on the 11th of May 2022. So our penultimate edition this season, guys, of the match day programme. Watch away. Please, if you do like what I do, you can press that like button. That'd be tremendous. Make an old City fan very happy. And if you've not already subscribed, do so. And please tell your friends, especially over the summer, upcoming summer. Get that. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Not far off now, guys. So if you can give us your support, it'd be much appreciated. Yeah. So only 2 more to go for this season. Interesting enough, both Wolves, this one and the next one we're going to look at, West Ham United, have produced some good programmes over the years, and certainly with West Ham they have this year as well, but Wolves have done so as well over the last couple of seasons we've been doing this. So who knows, old Watford are still top of the table for a first spot from Newcastle. So they might just compete. Who knows? Watford have been there since about the 4th of December, was it? I think the Watford game. So that was interesting. And of course, right at the bottom, Wolves going to worry the bottom? I don't think so with this one actually today. Peterborough United, unfortunately, right at the bottom with a 6 out of 10 for their FA Cup effort. And the lowest rated Premier League team, Southampton. Yeah, they're next to bottom with 6 out of 10. Bless them. Well, they didn't do us any favours the other night, so they can bog off, can't they? Yeah, interesting. 116 pages, so one of the bigger tomes, if you like, although the pages are slightly smaller than some programmes we do. But it's £5. Yeah, I think it may have been £5 because this Jack Addenbrook guy, I'm not too sure because it's a sort of special, if you like, but is it £5 because City are in town? I don't think it's £5 normally. I might be wrong. It might be £5 normally, but interesting price. But you get a lot of pages for it, and you get a lot of content for it. So we might let them off for that. And of course, at the back, you've got one of these wonderful things I like, these little pull-out posters. You can rip it out. I'm not going to touch mine, of course, for younger fans with a little quiz. And then there's a Jimenez, is that how you pronounce it, poster. A poster's always a winner for me out of these. You can't get the City magazine now. There's nothing you can take out for a poster, which is a bit annoying. But we have done it in the past, of course we have. But at this point in time, no. Anyway, a flick through it. Yeah, a flick through the programme itself. Great little layout. Yeah, very modern, very well laid out. Not much wasted space, not much blank space, not many, lots of images, lots of pictures, of course, but only in context of the actual articles themselves. And on the other positive side, it's starting very well. Only about 14, 15 pages of promotional stuff and ads, so that's only about 12%, which is low. As I said, great cover celebrating Wolves' founding member, this gentleman, and longest-serving manager, Jack Addenbrook. So all respect to him. And a great image, very early in the programme of Molineux in 1920. I love my old ground images. There might be a couple of ground quizzes over the summer, guys, for you City fans, if you like that sort of thing. Guess the ground. So so there's a nice image of that. No mention of the game it was at, but it's not always easy to know. Perhaps you don't know which game it was. I didn't see it anyway. It might be somewhere, but there was no mention of what game it was or the crowd or whatever. So, but that would have been nice to see. But a nice image anyway. You get usual head coach Bruno Lage, Leeds, of course, and then followed by Captain Connor Cody. We'll have a bit more of him in this issue as well. An interesting thing later on. Bully's big match preview. Obviously, guys, City fans of a certain age will remember Steve Bull. Football fans of a certain age will remember Steve Bull. And he not only looks at City and what's going to happen today, but obviously, or this game, but the highs and lows throughout the season, with it coming to an end, of course. And yes, going back to the start, a look at Mr. Jack Addenbrook. Then we get 10 pages. So it's 10 pages, fantastic. He was at Wolves for 37 years. Some great history stuff. You know, I like my history, which is always a winner for me. Always be worth half a point or a point in a rating. Some great images from Wolves past, of course. It's a great piece for fans of Wolves. I've sort of skimmed through it. I've not read through it properly, but I will go back if I get a chance and read through it properly. And it's just a great piece for fans of Wolves and obviously fans of football in general. So that says about 10 pages. So that's very, very good. To follow on from this, there's a look again, interesting to me. The 31, some of the 31 managers that Wolves have had since Addenbrook, since his day finished. and they picked 9 from the likes of people like Barnwell to Turner, which may be familiar names to you, they may not. Then they get the piece on City, which includes a scout report on the team and tactics. Past and present is quite good, comparing the likes of, say, managers, Mancini to Pep, what they're like. Briefly, no great in-depth analysis. Then you get comparing Company to Ferner as captains. Academy graduates, Sancho to Foden, that was an interesting one. And goal scorers, Aguero to Mahrez, of course. So of interest, just interest of general football fans, just a brief snippet of comparing these players. Then, interesting for me, again, backed into the history side, 3 pages on a classic clash, a classic match between City and Wolves. And it goes back to the 5th of September 1959 at a Main Road game. No, I wasn't there, guys, but I was born. I was born in July, so I was, a couple of months old at this stage. So, the 5th, I was born on the 6th of July. So that's 2 months literally to the day. City 4, Wolverhampton Wanderers 6. Yeah, not very good. I didn't bring any good luck to that one, did I? A match report and images of players. I think there's a match image as well. It could be, it didn't have a little title against it, but it looks like it might have been from the same match, but lots of images of old pictures of old players, etc. So that was good. I enjoyed that and like that. It's the sort of thing I use for future reference for my own stuff as well. Friends Reunited looks at a couple of mates, Martino and Silva, Bernardo, who were obviously mates at Monaco. And obviously it goes on then to link sort of old ex-players that played for both Wolves and Manchester City. So I was trying to look for a couple of sort of quirky ones. And obviously we had Mikel Bischoff, who obviously played for City for 3 seasons. I think he managed 2 starts in 3 seasons from just having a quick look around, guys. He's not the sort of guy I don't think I'll be doing a special on anytime soon. But Mikel Bischoff, who obviously was at Wolves as well. And Wayne Clark, who we knew a little bit better. I certainly remember Wayne Clark, although he fared a little bit better. He played 3 seasons and managed 23 games, but 14 of those he started as a sub, so only actually started 9 games. But Wayne Clark, of course, son of Sniffer Clark, Alan Clark, the very famous Leeds players. If you know him, guys of a certain age. If you don't, look him up, great player. Player interview is with Ryan 8 Nouri, so that's okay, as you get in every programme. I think this season's always had one player highlighted. There'll be an interesting one in West Ham coming up, which is a bit of fun on that one. The next one you watch, if you watch this, you enjoy it, you want to watch the next one. The Academy, of course, looks at the under-18s, under-23s. Career Paths checks out a football career of a Wolves Academy graduate who actually graduated and what he went on to do. And this issue, quite rightly, it's obviously a player with City and Wolves connections in Joleon Lescott. So that was a good read as well. Brief highlights of his club careers, not just at City, but at Wolves and City, but at other clubs as well. The old gold section, as it sort of sounds, is images of Wolves win at City at Main Road on the 27th of October 1996. And that gentleman again, Steve Bull goal scored. He used to score goals for fun, didn't he? It could have been worse, though, because he actually beat us 3-0 at Molineux, which would have been more perhaps specific to this programme with the game being at Molineux. But I'll take the 1-0. I'm not so worried about that. I said they could have picked the 3-0 the same season, so not too bad. Cult Heroes looks at an old player. They look at a guy called Billy Hartill. If you like your football history, he scored over 160 goals in about 220 odd games for Wolves between 1928 and 1935. Play, delete, and rewind is an interesting one. As an ex-player, this time it's Robbie Dennison. I think he was from Northern Ireland. Deleting, replaying, or replaying, or trying to keep it to the original certain games in his career, which is nice. I played this game, I wouldn't have minded this happening and stuff like that. So, of course, his game of the season that he's looking forward to, of course, is Manchester City. He actually played 293 games, Robbie Dennison, for Wolves between 1987 and 97, scored about 40 odd goals. I don't think he was a striker though. 71-72, it goes back 50 years. It's just a summary of May, this time around May. We've done these sort of things in the past in the City programme. It goes back 50 years with images of the 71-72 season for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Where it all began puts the spotlight on hometowns of the crop of players, like most Premier League clubs from lots of different countries these days. And this issue, as in the poster at the back, they've got Mr. Jimenez in it, and obviously he was from Hidalgo, I think, in Mexico, which I was sort of speaking to a Mexican City fan the other day, so it's just a coincidence, but yeah. So obviously he was... That's obviously the hometowns of the players, which is nice. Just mainly pictures, just a few little facts and stuff as well. Piece on Wolves women, as you usually get, a lady called Hayley Hauer, one of their players. The fan inside looks at Wolves players, and this is an interesting one. Well, I said we'd come back to Conor Cody, didn't I? And you may know I didn't particularly know, I may have known and forgot, but obviously Conor Cody's a Liverpool fan from being a kid, and the fan inside for Wolves looks at their players who they support. I mean, we're not naive enough to think our players all support us. Of course they don't. They might grow to support us as they play for us, but I think for people like Lee Dixon, I mean, for years and yonks, even though he knew he was a City fan and stood in the Kippax, he was an Arsenal fan because he played for Arsenal. And all of a sudden, the last couple of years, he's sort of spouting off that he's a City fan again. I'm not sure why, but hey, I'm being conspiratorial there. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So Conor Cody was a Liverpool fan, and it's asking questions like his favourite Liverpool game and all this sort of thing. Yeah, I'm not naive enough to think all City players are City fans. I don't really want to see this. I wouldn't want to see this as a Wolverhampton Wanderers fan about one of my players bigging up one of the big oppositions. Well, perhaps to Wolves they don't consider Liverpool opposition because obviously, no disrespect, they're not to that level, are they? But it's not something. Imagine one of our City players coming in. All right, there's doubts about a certain Mr. Palmer, isn't there? And obviously, we know he was a United fan as a kid. Obviously, we're saying now he's a City fan. He's played for us. But would you like him to do an article on him saying his best memory of United games in a City programme? Probably not. I just don't see the point of it. I say I'm not naive enough to think that they all support City, but I don't really want to see it in print. And this is interesting from Wolves, but it's not something I'd like to see. Let me know what you think, guys. Inside Pat looks at off-field activities. And this issue, he looks at Max Fitzgerald, who leads the team responsible for the media output at Wolves. A skipper in the goals, back to Mr. Conor Cody again. Well, Liverpool fan Conor Cody features noting his crucial goals during, some of his crucial goals during this 21-22 season. And before that final sort of pull-out family section, my perfect Wolves player. So this is like a bit from everyone, best left foot, best right foot, best header of the ball, best team man, if you like, and it's all everything. So it's my perfect Wolves player, and it picks someone to pick it, and obviously it's a local journalist, John Lally. I mean, he doesn't mention any player twice, which I think could have. Someone could have the best right and left foot, couldn't they? But he doesn't in this. It's all individual. So John Lally, from a local journalist in Wolverhampton, puts together his perfect Wolves player, if you like, from everybody else. Football intelligence to, as I said, to leadership, to the best right foot, best left foot, etc. Interesting choice for the keeper, which will send City fans of a certain age, like me, a shudder down our spine. For a keeper, he picked a certain Gary Pearce. But if you don't know who Gary Pearce is, guys, put that in your search engine, but learn a little about City history and City Wolves history. But yeah, sent a shudder down my spine. If he's their best for goalkeeper, that probably says a lot, actually. But that's how it is. It probably was that game, that's for sure. And yeah, some other little bits and pieces, match reports, stats, etc. from the season. Excellent programme. Lots for Wolves and non-Wolves fans in this. A strong competitor. I was impressed with this. We don't usually go on to as long with these programme reports, but this was excellent. An excellent addition to the with the penultimate one. An excellent addition to what we've already had out there. And a strong competitor for top spot. Does he get top spot? Does he knock Watford off? No. Only because probably if it wasn't £5, it might have done. But I'll be honest with you, that still rankles with me because it seems quite a lot of money. As I said, you get your money's worth. I'm not going to deny that, but I think the most expensive this season is, I think we've had an FA Cup one or two from the smaller clubs, but from a Premier League club, £5. But as I said, it's a Jack Addenbrook thing as well, and we'll have a similar thing with the West Ham one, of course, for the last game. We'll talk about that obviously next time. But yeah, that just put me off a little bit. So I have given it the same score. I've given it the same score as Watford and Newcastle. I'll give it 8 out of 10 as one of the best programmes of the season. I'll say that now. But I'm going to sneak it down there into third spot there on the table. So Watford still still lead. I had another flick through the Watford programme. It is excellent, laid out, excellent, modern looking thing as well. So I don't think I'm just because it's £5 I've done that. I think probably Watford is just slightly better anyway again, but excellent addition from Wolves. Brilliant stuff. So there you go, guys. So that's that one. Watford's still top. So Wolves sneak into third spot. And the only guys left to challenge Watford now are West Ham, who actually have a very good chance if you think about it, because their Carabao Cup programme back in many moons ago, it seems a long time ago now, got into the top 60. Well, I think, what did it finish? I've not even got my table up here. Have a quick look. West Ham. Yeah, I mean, it was sitting at fourth up till this game. So yeah, there's a possibility with it only being a cup one, it won't be as good as their Premier League one. So a big chance for West Ham next time out. I hope you can join me for that. I hope you enjoyed this. You never know, West Ham might just nick it, but got to give Watford some joy this season, haven't we, in respect to them. So there you go. And I maybe, obviously, as the summer approaches, there may be a slightly change in this format. I still want to do something like this next season. I might be changing the format a little bit. Let me know what you think. I mean, this is getting on for 16 minutes now. I don't want to keep these things that long. I like to keep between 10 and 12 minutes if I can. So the format might change slightly, but as I said, this was a good one to spend a bit of time on anyway. Let me know your thoughts, guys, if you like it, any changes I can make, something you'd like to see or not see. As I say, I might be changing the format for the 22-23 season. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please, Blues, until we meet again, that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Make sure your family stays safe. Until the next time, come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.